Intervin, I assume you're in your office doing some kind of office stuff, yes?
Depends on what time of day it is. If it's morning, it's office stuff.
Noon.
If it's noon, I'm eating lunch
Where do you eat your lunch?
at my desk.
What's your lunch?
I thought he was going to say that one steakhouse that's way up north.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm at the. No, I'm not at the steakhouse. I have takeaway from the steakhouse.
What day of the week is it?
Doesn't matter.
I mean, lunch is lunch.
They had a big enough menu. I can order from that restaurant every day of the week and get something different.
Ah, yes. Your glassed stop bar and grill.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have a little small teleportation circle, small one, so they can send food back.
Yeah, I set up a permanent teleportation circle at the bar and grill just so I can go back and forth easily.
I did remember that, yeah. Anyway, I interrupt the perfectly good lunch, and I was like, "Oh, hi, Intervin. Yeah, remember that party that I left with like several months ago? Yeah, most of them got eaten by the deck of many things."
You found a deck of many things?
Yeah. See,
Oh,
there was
neat.
this ancient red dragon, and we kicked his ass after he kicked our ass. But yeah, the deck kind of did the deck things, and kind of want to get him back. I mean, they were all right, but like kind of do want to get him back.
Like, you're not even a bard, you're just telling him
Okay.
stuff?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you need some help with that?
Yeah. So yeah, Anya, you're like moving the barrel that has the pickled bats, that has the lead box, that has the deck of many things in it. I'm going to assume.
Oh,
Gross, no I'm not. That's like physical labor, I don't do that.
guys! I see
Do you want me to
a picture.
enchant it or something? Here, how about this? I'll cast a animating performance, and I will have the barrel roll itself for Intervin's inspection.
Yeah, okay, that works.
Anything to avoid physical labor.
Pied Piper of basement junk.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, you're not alone. I mean, I have the spell Tiny Servant for kind of doing the same thing.
But yeah, so I provided kind of like a what was that one game show? The Wheel of Fortune. Kind of like ta-da.
Wheel of Misfortune.
It's like, yeah. So for some reason, the guy Sinclair that came with us, he had pickled bats. I'm not sure why.
Not like you just met Sinclair.
I know, but I'm still kind of confused about the pickled bats. But anyway, I
think
put
those
it
have been
in
there
there.
a while.
Those Cyclops bats were from somewhere after all the shit up north. It was Tomb of Annihilation stuff. I'm pretty sure is where I got those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was with the hags, wasn't it?
Yeah. Bunch of Cyclops bats. You guys wanted to keep a couple of them, so I just stuck them in whiskey as a pickling, like to preserve them.
Yeah, but see, Faradol forgot all about that until he was like, checking like what all was there. It was like,
I mean, I would do a detect magic ritual just to see if there's anything magical about the bats or anything else that he's got in there besides the deck.
No.
All right. Then I would just tell Faradol, well, I'll send it to the biologians. They might find it interesting, and if not, it'll just end up in the kitchens.
hey, whatever you want to do with it, it's fine by me. But yeah. So I know that actually nobody really told me how to get these people back. I don't think. See, they drew this one card, and like their bodies just kind of like keeled over. It was kind of weird. One of them just outright disappeared.
That one definitely ended up in some place that he really doesn't want to be.
Yeah. He probably also.
Well, I'm
probably
sure
paid.
Introven has research on the deck of many things somewhere in this big sprawling We
I
have
mean,
a
it's not
library. We do have a library where we can
Right,
go
that's
to
why
books.
I'm telling them because like I don't know much about the deck of many things except that it's apparently terrible, terrible luck.
it's
Oh,
not
it's not that bad.
terrible luck by itself. It's just horrible when you do have terrible luck already.
I mean, four out of 7 party members got yeeted by it.
Yeah, but I know legend
For like
lore,
half
so I
an
can just
hour.
cast that on the thing. And that would probably tell me everything I need to know.
Yes. Well, see, this is why I came to you.
Uh, I can spot you the materials for that.
Oh, I've got them laying around. Don't worry about that.
I mean,
The Institute is a $500,000 construction project.
it doesn't cost me a copper.
Oh, well, in that case, sure.
And performance of creation to get the legend lore components.
Neat.
Speaking of components, if there's anything that you need, I can help with that. Such as, was it rubies for simulacrum? Or diamonds? I can never remember which off the top of my head.
I think Singer Laughing is 1,000 gold piece ruby.
It's like 1500, but there is
Yeah.
only a size limit, no gold value limit. Unless you need a gargantuan ruby, I can handle it. I don't think 1,500 gold of ruby is going to be the size of an ancient dragon or a small mountain.
So, legend lore you're casting on this, yes?
Yeah, with the idea of, learning what I can about the deck.
Well, you learn everything that there is to read about a deck of many things.
So we need wishes to learn where they are.
As in the
Yes,
DMG 14.
Mm-hmm.
the effects that render to them unconscious do require wish to, or an obscene amount of luck to find the location of their souls.
Yeah, same with the void.
I don't suppose you happen to have any scrolls of wish lying around, do you?
You wouldn't happen to have learned wish while I was gone, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'm fresh out of Scrolls of Wish. Got lots of other scrolls. Don't have any Scrolls of Wish handy.
Darn. Could have just wished for more wish scrolls.
So that does put us in a bit of a pickle.
No, the deck's in a pickle.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a pickle.
Well, still being pickled. Just because you take it out of the barrel doesn't stop the process.
Indeed. So the first hurdle, how to find out.
Alright, now hear me out. We just need to give someone cancer. And then get in touch with the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
All right, stand still.
What? I can't get cancer.
My star chart says otherwise.
Oh, I guess technically I could get cancer, then just cut the limb off and regenerate it. That would work. Um, but I don't suppose if you don't have access to casting wish, you would know anyone who does?
I do in fact potentially know such a creature.
No good.
You happen to know what the catch will be?
No.
There's always a catch.
Oh yeah. There's always a catch.
Ooh, while we're here, do you know the spell Simulacrum?
Yes.
Alright, if you, when you want to cast that, let me know and I'll spot the materials for you.
Well, I'll let you know. I've already got a casting of it done.
Oh,
It's how I
alright.
stay up on paperwork.
That would help, wouldn't it?
Being able to be in 2 different meetings at the same time is a good ability in a bureaucracy.
I probably should have cast it on myself by now, too. Next time we're stopped for more than a day, I'll do that.
Well, I mean, you had a several-month boat journey.
Mr. Gilbert,
Yes.
that I've been able to cast a simulacrum of myself during our boat journey.
Hold on. Yes.
Alright.
Well, anyway, how far away is this thing that can cast wish?
Well, why don't I give him a ring first and see if, he's even willing to discuss the matter?
Ah, well, that's a good idea. Yeah.
You have to get married for it?
No, I mean I'm going to cast Sending.
Well, you do that thing, and I mean, I'll just kind of chill around here. I just prop up Crom Fair against the wall and like lean against it, and I'll just kind of like, sit back, relax.
That's all right. All right, let me get my notes and daytimers to where that guy is. I'll be right back. Just hang out here.
Oh, I'm got that.
Happy simulacrum patty cake.
We really do need like one of those like Morse code like overlays when I'm just doing sendings to people.
Oh, Intervin, the answer to that other question is 6th level and lower.
I forget the question you're asking about.
My Arcana proficiency.
Ah,
Should he be able to? No. Can he? Yes.
all right. Well, come back to the group. Well, I may have sourced us a wish. We got to kill the king though. Got guys down with that?
Which one?
Ooh,
Yeah, which one? Not that I really care one way or the other. I'm just curious.
What's that guy's name, Gilbert?
Which guy?
The ruler of Akedur.
Well, there's the
It's Droom,
God
isn't it?
King Akhet-Ur. There is his War Master Droom running part of the kingdom in Ur-Karesh. And then there's Ur's daughter, Aramina, up in
Aramina, that's the person I was thinking of. Yes, we need to go kill Aramina.
Why Aramina?
Well, let's just say I'm asking. We're asking a powerful entity to aid us in a wish, and they want Aramina out of the way. And we're not really in a position to ask why. If you want to wish, like they can explain themselves, but then they're not going to give us the wish. It's up to you if you want it, or we could just put their bodies in the basement and see if we can come up with a different way.
Well, I'm not really familiar with any other different ways. I mean, it's either do this or retirement. So, I mean, I don't.
But you are rich.
Well, yeah, that's why retirement. I mean, I'm down.
Well, I'd like to see what it would do to the stability of the region.
Well, it would probably destabilize it.
Exactly.
All right, so we're in agreement then?
No. A destabilized region is no good for trade.
It's in the middle of a civil war.
So you'd like to go to the markets and buy a bunch of stuff up before prices go nuts?
Well, I'm sure prices are already nuts.
I'm not sure I follow what your objection is then.
It would hurt me back home.
To destabilize the region?
Yeah. It would affect global trade.
Well, only for a little bit. Like,
Actually, think of it this way: you know that it's coming. You could put yourself into a position to, take advantage of this.
or we can try to find another way. This was simply me asking a person that I knew might have access to such power. We can always go and look for a different way.
Or
With
that.
that damn dragon.
I don't think you can call it a damned dragon at this point. Damned sort of implies that it's subject to something.
Yeah, this is true. Hmm. So his request was the head of Armina. Like, that's what he asked for.
Yeah, he wants chaos.
Well, you don't have to kill Armina to cause chaos.
He specifically called out a regicide.
Okay, now I'm curious. What are the exact words?
Zinnervan puts on like a draconic voice. I require ruin to be spread to Akhed's realm. A regicide would suffice.
Well, that would be either War Master Jeroom or...
Warmaster Jeroom is not of Akhedar's line.
But he is the acting regent in the south.
Which
That's
would...
why there's a civil war.
Yes, but that would
So-
not be a regicide. He is, not... He has no, fuck, what's the term for appointed by God? Monarchs use it. It's 2 words. I can't remember.
It's
Divine something.
Mandate.
Divine
Right.
mandate?
Divine mandate. I think
Divine
there's some
right.
Latin for it, but
Divine right. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, he doesn't have the divine right that Akhedur's line did. Not yet, anyway. So that would just really be more of an assassination of a leader, not really a regicide.
Yeah, but that martyring him would turn all of the orcs chaotic. And it would stabilize the region faster, but it would be chaotic. And that was his request. He didn't say a blood of Akhed-Ur, did he?
No, he simply wants ruin in Akhed's realm via a regicide. And my worry is if we kill Warmaster Droom, he'll laugh and say that's nice, but that wasn't a regicide. Go kill a king or a queen.
Well, what's the current state of the land?
I believe it's autumn, isn't it?
I just look outside the window. Damp and humid.
it is autumn.
Well, more so the Civil War.
Oh, so the Civil War. 1 second, while I hop over to that section of my notes.
Ah, yes, the Civil War. We've dismissed such claims.
Rourke's like, 1 second, I'll be right back. Goes to the corner stand, buys a paper, starts reading.
Come on, I've been up in my tower doing research.
Exactly. That's why I'm questioning regicide, because it doesn't have to be a blood king or blood queen for regicide. It just has to be a king or a queen. It's nothing to do with monarchy. Like, if War Master Druim has reached the point of kinghood now and is no longer just a regent,
So, state of the Civil War. Absolute fucking quagmire.
all right.
Giggity.
So, like,
Due
this
to a
quagmire
hmm?
Giggity.
or
Giggity.
this quagmire?
I always one when they're I always like the one when they're doing the karaoke and he's singing the what you call it, the Journey song.
There's a couple Journey songs. They were around for like at least a couple weeks.
All right, so the current state of the Civil War has been not great. Economically, things are slowing down as the coffers are beginning to run dry. Taxation has gone up. In general, the upper parts of the realm, over by Shabula, Namtar, and the capital of Akhed Ur, are getting rather sick of the war. It is beginning to really affect their pocketbooks. Both Armina and Droom have been unable to really get a proper win in against each other. Uh, the fighting has been rather back and forth. Currently, though, the War Master has managed to rout Aramina's forces uh, from let's see, would be Tarish, and is currently pushed them all the way back to uh, the Lishallan Valley, and is besieging the fortified pass of Pestor, which is to give you like Lord of the Rings terms, he is effectively besieging the Black Gate outside of Mordor. Although that's a bit more sinister than it probably is, but yeah. Currently, the Civil War has gone up north to the Shallan Valley.
So War Master Druim is the bigger threat in terms of control.
Mm, that's a bit iffy. He currently has the initiative. It's pretty much an open secret at this point that he's on the clock. He needs to deliver victory soon.
So if he doesn't deliver victory, it falls to chaos.
Quite possibly. Like I said,
Yeah, killing Armina is not the route to go for. That's just going to help end the chaos.
killing Droom would do the same thing, right?
Yes, but Droom's orcs control more territory. So even without him at the head, it would ensure chaos lasts longer than, pushing in on the last little bit of bubble. It would take longer for Armina to push out into the orc controlled territory. Yes?
This is remember this is a much older, style of war, and it's it's a bid for monarchy. So really, the death of either one of them, uh, sort of de facto lets the other guy claim.
So killing either of them does not result in chaos.
No, it results in chaos, but it also results in one party that actually has a valid claimant.
Fuck it, we kill them both. I was trying to resolve and figure out which one would be the better one to kill. You just told me that neither. So fuck it, we kill them both. All right, let's go. Like
Okay.
Well, he said he just needs ruin brought to the land, and that a regicide would suffice. How? Hmm. Sure, we can kill them both.
I mean, it's the best way to ensure chaos. Because if we only kill one or the other, either direction, it just ensures the other one comes out on top, which means stability will be reached quicker. If his request is chaos in the land, that's what he said first, then chaos in the land is there is no leader. It will fall to turmoil.
Actually, he didn't request chaos. He required ruin be spread to the realm.
Okay.
It's autumn, right?
Yes.
How many major cities are in each
From what
polity?
it sounds like, 3 and like 8.
Major cities, you asked, in each polity?
Yeah.
Let's see. Aramina has 1, 2, 3. Major being defined as like large population, major economic mover.
Large population, whereas deleting the granary would have significant regional effects in autumn after the harvest has come in.
3 cities in the Lashallan Valley. Really, it's 2. 2.5, we'll say. There is Sargosh off just to your northeast, but they're not really involved currently.
We're still recovering from the last famine. Brother.
Morton was always kind of its own free city, and in this has mostly been trying to keep to itself and maintain control of its tin mine. Let's see. Space, that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Yeah. This would have Droom controlling 6 major settlements, and then a fairly large number of minor ones as well. Let me get the fucking map.
So lots of granaries we'd have to hit. No real centralized ones. That would cause massive. We'd have to hit a bunch of small ones to affect small areas.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to take out 2 or 3. You'd have to target.
Right,
honestly,
to cause destabilization in. A whole
ruin.
Yeah, to bring to ruin.
Well, we do have that other friend. You could always shoot him a message.
The mermaids?
Loam. He's probably pretty powerful by now.
Yeah, but he's kind of not into this whole type of thing. He's kind of chill, right? He's kind of comes in, builds
Yeah,
his shit.
but no, I mean for asking if he can do a wish spell, not for bringing bringing the world to ruin.
Oh, I see what you're
You
saying.
might want.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we never
yeah, yeah.
asked.
Then we can
Yo,
always ask, hey,
Loam,
you would
we
help bring the
want to,
region to ruin?
dude. You want to go on a raid with us?
I mean, he might be down for that. You never know.
Join our adventurer group. We do raids every Monday night.
All right, yeah, that's a good point. I guess I'll do a sending to Loam and ask him. That a couple of adventurers in my employ managed to get their souls sealed away in an unknown location that a wish spell could reveal. Does he know where we could get one?
Well, preferably like 4, but one works.
Well, I'm hoping that they're sealed away in the same spot.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd
One
be
to
nice, but
one to start, and then if we need more, we'll circle back.
All right. So,
Face to the message when I'm taking out the "Oh Your Holiness."
give me that D100. All right. All right, and you're asking Loam if he knows where you can find a wish?
I do include a brief description of the issue. Some adventurer souls got sealed away by a magical artifact.
All right.
Yeah, because unlike Taxis, he seems to be the kind of person who would care why I want the wish.
Yo, big lizard. Where can I find this? Fucking pay me for it. Loeb. Hey, I need it for this reason. Oh, yeah, sure.
Potentially.
Each of these hexes is 6, Gilbert.
Hmm?
The map. Each of these hexes is 6.
Yeah, 6 miles. Yeah.
Okay. Just doing distance maths for option A.
That's what you receive, Enderman.
Okay. He said to hold on. I think he's busy.
yeah, well, I mean, I not like I'm in a rush, so okay.
All right, yeah. So about 10 minutes go by. I assume you keep eating your lunch.
I get more for the whole party. I'm not gonna be like that asshole who just eats in front of everybody.
Oh,
All right, yeah. You go do that. At which point, one of the menials here, you can hear him ahead of time, like hauling ass up the stairs. Sir, there's a really big dude in the basement.
Oh, that'd be low. Yeah, he comes and goes. It's fine. He has an open invitation
Okay.
to the institute.
Oh, okay, right. We just haven't seen him yet. Scared the shit out of us. All right. Do you want me to send him up to you?
Now we can go down there. We just finished our lunch. The walk will do
All
us
right.
good. Helps the digestion.
This menial is up here catching his breath. He's got like hands on his legs, half
Ah.
doubled over.
No cardio for the interns at the Interven Institute, eh?
You would think that the ones that live would be better at running.
Oh, gross. No. Why would I ever willingly run?
Well, it's more that if they didn't, they would be dead. Because magical experiments going awry, that type of thing.
I guess maybe he's just lucky not being there at all. That's why.
I mean, that's why I summoned a Pegasus. Well, not in here. It's a little too cramped for it, but
So yeah, go down to the basement. There's a thing down there, a well or something. It's like a magical fabrication zone.
Ah. Well, I guess I'm surprised at that.
It's in my notes somewhere. The name of it.
Oh, by the way, Gilbert,
Hmm?
just so you know, because of the Rod of Alertness, Rurik always has see invisibility up.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yes, just so you know, I always have it up. Takes an action every hour, so doesn't cost much to keep it up.
Good to know. All right, yeah. You guys walk down the stairs and into the basement where that Forge of the First Flame is.
That's what it is.
You guys walk through the door, down the steps. You can see inside. He looks a bit different this time around, but you can see Loam, big old flesh golem. You can see the very faint, kind of scars where the various fleshes were Well, I should say, all the same flesh was amalgamated. This time, though, he appears to be wearing, underneath his kind of threadbare robes, looks to be some armor. He is currently rearranging the entire space.
That's okay.
Explaining something to the local smiths about workspace optimization.
Ah, hello. You came quick.
Ah, howdy.
How have you been?
Intervin, Faradul, Rourke, new people.
that's me. I'm new people.
Let's see, Rourke. So you have seen visibility.
Mhm.
So normally things on other planes would, appear but look translucent. And you can see that kind of clipping through his body appear to be specters.
Okay, I
Wait a
didn't know you were
minute.
playing.
Like they're sort of swirling around his person, kind of, fleeting in and out.
Like they're kind of a part of him.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Sorry, what did you ask, Under?
I asked how he's been. It's been a long time since we've seen him.
Doing well. Taking care of some work.
Ah, that's good. Well, you're always welcome here if you ever need a, place to relax or anything.
The hospitality is appreciated. You said you needed a wish cast.
I did, yes. A few adventurers had located a rather powerful magical artifact. The deck of many things, if you know what that is.
I do.
Well, they drew some cards from it, and as a result, their souls have been locked away elsewhere. These adventurers, while a bit foolish, are good folk, so I would like to see their souls retrieved. To locate it, I need a wish.
Do you have the bodies?
Yes,
I do.
they're in the refrigerator.
We have most of them. One was taken away.
Well,
from,
yeah. Two or three
One
of them
was
got their
dead.
souls sucked out, and the other got donjoned. So I'm hoping they're close enough together that one wish can reveal the location of all of them, and we can go retrieve them. We meaning me and my party. You're welcome to come along, but I didn't want to presume anything.
Where are the bodies again? Show me.
All right, take him to the bodies.
We
All right.
take him to the fridge.
Head back up the stairs. For you, it's just a matter of walking up the stairs and walking out the door. Given Loam's size, he looks like more like an adult man trying to cram his way through the dog door.
When we did build it, we did keep the scale for like access to the forge large enough so that he could fit. Remember?
Okay. Yeah, oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so he just walks through.
Yeah, we scaled everything up for large size and bigger creatures.
Everyone else thinks we're just overly grandiose in building things.
No, we built it for the 10-foot tall flesh golem.
Mm-hmm.
And to be grandiose and all that.
Naturally.
All right. Yeah, so you show Loam the bodies, and he just right off casts wish upon Fea. Give me a second. And Fea was hit with the Void card.
That can't be wished away.
Can't be wished away, but the wish does locate it, similar to Donjon.
Yeah.
Loam exhales. Your companion's soul is currently extraplanar.
That's
A
not the greatest.
rather new realm called the Ruined Mire. You'll need to be able to traverse the plains for this.
Not a problem. Do you happen to know what type of tuning fork is required to reach there?
Tuning fork? I mean, I got my passport.
I know plane shift.
Ah, excellent. That will save quite a bit of roundabout work.
Right, but I only have, a fork tuned to the prime material.
I might be able to cover that part.
Give me 1 second, because I actually didn't realize you had access to the spell. So
It's a 7th level spell, and level Intervin's now level 14, so he has access to 4 level 7 spells.
Indeed.
I have Plane Shift, Simulacrum, Force Cage, and Mordenkainen's Magnificent Mansion. Because of course I do.
Of course you do.
Of course he does.
So, Gilbert, out of game knowledge, like, I have the list of Forgotten Realms tuning forks. That's easy. I don't know what you've decided for this, how your multiverse works.
In that I usually don't.
Do you want me to post the Forgotten Realms one?
No, I got it
Okay.
here.
All 29 of them.
And I thought my fucking 21 was a lot.
Forgotten Realms has the Prime Material, the Shadowfell, the Feywild, the Ethereal, Plane of Air, Plane of Earth, Plane of Fire, Plane of Water, Elemental Chaos, Limbo, Asgard, Arborea, the Beastlands, Elysium, Bitopia, Mount Celestia, Arcadia, Mechanus, Acheron, the Nine Hells, Gehenna, Hades, Carceri, the Abyss, Pandemonium, the Astral Plane, the Positive Energy Plane, the Negative Energy Plane, and the Concordant Domain of the Outlands.
The more you know.
Indeed. And in a world building oversight, I never quite fully finished adapting. So we're going to go with the roundabout method I have. You can use plane shift to get back. We'll use the roundabout method to get there.
If it does help, there's not a material, or there's not a gold limit, so I can make a 1,500 gold piece tuning fork attuned to whatever frequency it needs to be out of any non-magical material. The only limitation is it has to be size huge or smaller.
No, I gotcha.
Non-magical.
I'm just trying to think, given the fact that it's also a new realm. Given the newness of the realm, I don't know of a particular tuning fork you'd need. Closest approximate would be... Where the fuck did I just put the tab? I just had it.
If I was to allow all of the gifts in all of the worlds to have one gift that could have audio, it'd be the more you know one.
Understandable.
All right, let's see.
That one
here.
or the we'll be right back. Ah. Da-da-da-da.
If I had to estimate, a tuning fork of zinc or lead would work. Perhaps A or A flat. That should get you close enough.
Well, we've got several tries in case we're a little off the mark.
All right. Well, thank you for that insight. Is it possible for you to give the exact location in the plane where, like, is the plane a small plane where this is pretty much the only place there? If we don't have a way to target our entry point, our entry point's going to be random.
Beyond that, I don't have much I can give you for coordinates.
You didn't happen to spy teleportation circle on the far side.
No. What I did spy, though, be very, very careful. what's guarding them is not likely to be in a giving mood.
Yeah, that is how the deck tends to work.
Yeah.
Best of luck, though.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And I do
And-
appreciate this favor.
When dealing with powerful spirit entities, kill first. Perhaps not kill first, but if you fight, make sure you kill them completely. Otherwise, you'll have more enemies than you can count.
Noted.
Words of wisdom there.
I just look over at Anya and give her a knowing nod.
Well, then I think we'll spend the evening prepping the tuning forks. We'll make a full set. Zinc and lead A and A flat, so 4 forks. If we end up in the wrong spot, we can try again.
If it's the ones I'm making, they will only last for a few hours. It'll be more than enough to get us there, and then I can do it again to get us back. But
Zinc and lead are relatively easy to get materials. I was just going to fabricate us some tuning forks.
that would work too. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All
As you
right.
guys-
I think Loam, tell him, well, if you ever need any help with anything, Loam, you know where to ask.
Thank you, Intervin. He bows and then walks back down the stairs into the smithy. After a few moments, you can hear the sound of work being done.
Well, I'm glad he's enjoying himself. Right, so, couple casts. I go and get some zinc and some lead. I assume we just have stores of that type of stuff laying around.
Presumably, they are pretty common metals.
Yeah. Like we've got stained glass windows and the like around, so lead's probably common.
Well, yeah, your cups are made out of it.
True.
Well, and also it's a good magical containment item, so you would have plenty of it in a magical institute.
Yeah, I mean, my private chambers are coated in the stuff.
Well, that in the box I just gave you is lead.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, probably the hardest thing to find is zinc.
But even then, we would probably still have some of that because it is useful for, besides making weird magical tunings forks, you can make brass with it.
Actually, would it be?
Zinc and copper makes brass.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to think though. Was it zinc, or
That's what he said.
or was it tin? That's rare. In terms of finding it.
Tin.
Okay.
Zinc is actually pretty common. That's why we use it for things like the core of pennies and the like.
I knew it was one of the two, but I'm like, wait, hold on. Was it zinc that's hard to find, or was it tin that's hard to find? I know one of those two is the hard to find one.
Yeah. The problem is brass is softer than bronze, so, but it can hold fine details better, which is why you use it for gears instead of bronze, for making watches and stuff.
Really, the more you know.
Anyway, yeah. So presumably we probably don't have zinc is more expensive than copper and lead would be. Also, isn't zinc and lead combined to make pewter?
I believe so.
Oh, lead and tin.
It's always tin, isn't it?
Well, tin is also very useful, but it's much more rare.
Hello, how's it going?
Hello.
Good.
Hello.
Yeah, you're right, tin.
I had a friend that did pewter, so that's why I knew that one.
Well, so Thomas, they have they made contact with two people, trying to figure out what deal. Ataxis wants them to kill a king in order to find out where you are. Then they dialed up Alome, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, let me help you out, bro."
All right.
I mean, you made my forge pretty. I might as well be nice.
Seriously, there's a part of that's sitting here like, okay, so at some point they're gonna realize that they have that flesh golem buddy of theirs. They'll probably remember he can help. And yeah, so it sounds like that Fea and Dern and Sinclair are trapped in a place called the Ruined Quagmire.
Giggity.
And an extra planar space.
So now we just gotta get there and bust them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we spend the rest of the day getting stuff prepped. I fabricate the tuning forks. We all take a nice long rest so we can prep our spells as needed. Because I need to change from bureaucracy loadout to combat loadout.
Oh yeah, what
It would be the same loadouts, but that's just me.
what scrolls do you have laying around that you're gonna give me?
What do you need?
Shield, and then I mean you can give me utility buff.
Actually, I didn't make any scrolls of shield.
Can you cast scrolls as a reaction?
Yeah,
If I have them accessible like on my belt. Yeah, we've discussed using spell scrolls of shield.
Also, can warlocks make scrolls? And use them?
If you're proficient with Arcana. I think that's the rule, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
we've always run it where you just need proficient in Arcana and you have to know the spell.
Alright, so I can come in with a bunch of scrolls instead of a bunch of money?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, that's something I'm gonna have to do when I get home, though.
All good.
Yeah, like the spell scrolls Intervin just like has on his person is this.
I have haste from the armor. Visibility from the armor.
It's just that I don't really have much of a use for first level spell slots at the moment, other than things like Absorb Element and Shield. So I never bothered to make any scrolls of it.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll have some transient time, so
I need half a day per shield spell scroll that you want, though.
Yeah. Yeah, just the I think just one fog cloud. That's the only thing I can see having a second real time casting of it. You know,
All right.
having 2 fog clouds out if we need cover. So yeah, I'll just take 1 fog cloud and then we'll figure the rest out from there.
Okay. Yeah, hand over the fog cloud. All right, then I think on the next day we get ourselves all ready. We don't need a cart or anything. It's just us and the equipment we're carrying, plus the bag of holding, so should be good there.
2 bags of holding. I can grab Sinclair's.
Yeah, I obviously got mine.
Although I'm gonna dump all of Sinclair's crap out of it.
Oh yeah, we don't want to risk any of this stuff.
Well,
that is
no,
my-
it's also a bunch of toolkits. That's what's in his bag
Oh,
of holding.
Right, but I don't want to risk it. And by we risk it, I mean I risk it because that's my retirement you're messing with.
All right. So, which tuning fork are you using?
Oh, I'll probably use the zinc A flat first.
Zinc A flat. So that's what that sounds like. All right, zinc A flat. You cast your spell. You all clip through reality and reappear. And oh boy, howdy, is the wind howling. The wind is howling, and there's grit getting into your eyes. The air is dry. And as you kind of, blink through that dust, you can see that if this is a mire, it's a little on the dry side.
And by little we mean like, oh god, it's super fucking dry.
Yeah. You're currently standing on the plane of dust.
Oh.
Like a 90-year-old nun at a clown convention.
What?
Stuff and horse and getting everywhere.
Yeah, basically, yes.
Time to go back.
We said Vermeer, not Hellmeyer.
Right. Well, I begin casting Lehman's tiny hut. I have one casting a day of plane shift.
All right, that'll take about 10 minutes. What are the rest of you doing for 10 minutes?
Getting all the dust out of my clothing.
Making sure Intervin isn't disturbed.
Is it that bad, like where I have to make concentration checks and shit? So I have a solution for that if it is.
It is actually that bad, yes.
All right, then before I do Lehman's tiny hut, I just action cast Wall of Force and build ourselves a nice house. And then I start the ritual.
All right, you begin the ritual. inside of a dome filled with swirling dust now. But hey, it's a little bit better as the dust begins to lose momentum. And eventually, with the risk of getting dust in your eyes and in your mouth over, you cast your tiny hut. Boy howdy, is it dusty in here, as the dust settles onto all of you.
Prestidigitation, prestidigitation, prestidigitation. All right, so now we got a nice little outpost here.
You prestidigitate away the dust, and you can't quite get the dust off the ground. It's just too dusty. The ground's pulling one of those, like, video game sand footstep simulators where you keep trying to get rid of it and there's just still the same sand. It's just pushed around different.
And disintegrate.
And the dust just becomes more dusty. This is the plane where all the dust that replaces a dead body that gets hit by disintegrate comes from.
Nice. So the reason I said that is so I now look around. Like, is there anything visible in the terrain? Is there anything of interest here?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
You want to use my spyglass, or you want me to look around?
Well, I mean, I assume we're all looking around because it's not like there's anything else to do at this point.
I'll give you guidance.
Why don't you guidance Rurik? He's usually better at the perceptive stuff.
Alrighty.
With his special eyes.
I'm more the arcane and investigatory person.
I rolled low and I still got a 25.
All right, you look around, and it's like looking into a blizzard. It's just endless, swirling, high-speed dust. You can
Nope.
see the dunes of dust around you physically moving over a few minutes. And you can already kind of tell that your very skin is drier than it should be. And it's starting to flake off.
Decanter of endless water.
All right.
We all get wet.
Indeed. You wash off the dust. The ground below you drinks that water faster than you could have thought possible. And there still seems to be dust on your skin, even after washing it off.
More so just to keep us from drying out.
You know that'll actually dry you out as well, right? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it is what he says exactly when we should worry about it.
I do have some like glass vials, and I do take a couple of samples of the dust for the institute.
Is the dust starting to pile up on the tiny hut?
Yes.
We're going to become a dude before long.
That's okay. I can just recast it again.
Yeah, you can just keep casting the ritual before the ritual expires, and when it expires from him casting it, it'll replace
All right.
itself.
That's the information on your vial of dust.
Understandable.
I wouldn't have bothered with Legend Lore. That does have a gold cost, and so we have limited castings of that.
How much gold?
200 something per casting.
Man, I forget
We
what
don't
it's
really
called.
have a limit on that.
Well, we do right here in the Plane of Dust.
I got a question for you, Under. What's
Plus, I
that
didn't prepare it
called
today.
When those miners all inhaled that silicate dust? and it
Silicosis?
petrified their lungs? Yeah, silicosis. This is the plane of silicosis.
Silicosis and Thousand Suns.
So just get an
Under, I
invisible
can
hand
make-
out there with like one of those like little scoops they use for like bulk goods, and there's like scooping it out of the bin, pouring it into some armor.
Under, I can make material components once per day for free, and then beyond that, as a second level spell slot.
So is the dust still being like an actual problem, or is it just annoying?
Inside of here, I think you've probably gotten the issue of the dust worked out, although you
Okay.
can see it piling up around you.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Because how much dust is there in the? Well, at this point, I guess it's more mud. How much mud is in here in the hut?
Oh, it's not mud, it's dust.
Where'd the water go?
It drank it up.
Okay. So I guess I'll just cast Fabricate, which converts raw materials into products of the same material. So assuming that this is just straight silica, we now have a glass floor.
Strictly speaking, it's dust.
Okay,
Well,
it's
whatever
we have a
it's made
solid
of, it's
plate of
poured
dust. Yeah, I take the dust and I turn it into a solid plate instead of individual particles. Because I can choose raw materials that I can see within range.
All right, you transmute the dusty ground into solid dust. You find that at the slightest bit of friction, it begins converting back to dust. But for now, it's mostly pretty solid.
All right, that's settled.
What I'm trying to communicate here is that in the plane of dust, everything is dust. If it's not dust, it's only temporarily not dust. It will be dust.
Okay.
This is truly the worst place of all time.
Yeah, there is so much grit just all over you.
This must be the plan that crazy bard made. Something about hitting a gritty. I don't remember what they taught me in Bard College, but
The bard starts playing those.
An ad
Well, maybe.
about dogs?
hey,
I mean,
dogs
it
aren't
is,
dust. Anything to take the mind off this bullshit.
All right, well, you guys doing anything while you're all stuck inside this rather cramped dome?
I mean, waiting?
Yeah, just
Pull out
waiting.
some scribing materials, start scribing scrolls of shield for Rurik.
I will college, not college, performance of creation. Make a. What do you guys want? Loot, harp.
How about spell scribing materials so we don't need to use up what we got?
It'll last a couple hours, and then I'm pretty
I-
sure the spell you make them out of
Oh.
will just disappear.
Well, I prefer a harp then.
Harp, it is.
I
I will
grabbed
play.
Claire's because that was in the bag of
Alright.
holding, so I didn't take it out.
I will play some lo-fi beats to scribe scrolls to.
Under.
What's up?
335 times 25.
Okay.
That's what Sinclair had in the bag of holding.
All right.
So, since you're scribing, you might as well take that.
Sure, I'll use your components for it. It'll take the whole day, produce 2 scrolls, and we'll use up 25 gold worth of spell scribing components.
All right. So, it's been about 12 hours in this dome when this begins happening.
Okay.
All of you guys can kind of feel and see that your skin has dried to like that classic Midwestern midwinter dryness, and your skin is kind of beginning to crack and bleed slightly. Do
Okay.
me a favor, and anyone that wants, give me a Arcana check.
Well, I can do that.
Arcana.
I give guidance to whoever. We're all making our Arcana check.
Yeah, but I'll eat your guidance.
Rolls.
So,
Hey, is it too late to throw more stuff at other people's numbers?
I throw guidance at everybody that rolled,
Hey, what are we doing?
except myself because I can't guidance myself.
Arcana checks
Or can I guidance myself?
to figure out why your skin is so dry and you're beginning to bleed.
Someone roll d20 plus 3 plus whatever for me.
Was that a yes, no, Gilbert?
Oh, yeah, feel free.
Interfin, would you like a bardic inspiration for this?
Sure. What is it?
2d10, keep the higher.
So I'm up to 35 on my Arcana check.
Trying to think how I could buff it.
You don't need to buff it. The sand is doing that for you.
So, you think what's happening here is, given that this is the plane of dust, your bodies are slowly beginning to dehydrate and turn to dust. You will likely need to consume more water than normal if this keeps up.
Is that the only effect? That we just need to consume more water?
Is this a disease or
That's
like?
not much of a problem.
So we have infinite water at the moment.
Yeah.
Hmm?
That's why I'm asking. Is that the only effect that is here?
That is the only current effect. Although, if you stayed here long enough, this effect would kill you or begin to cause more long-term detriments as your skin begins to effectively,
How long would
Come
it
right
take
on.
before we start facing combat effectiveness issues? Like before it begins to affect our combat effectiveness?
with a score like that, about 12 more hours. You think by the time that you're ready to leave would be when you're starting to get actually combat effects that are decreasing.
All right.
Is this,
Well, there's a way. Personally, combat, that would degrade my combat effects, or likely, we're talking about physical issues, right? You guys aren't depending on me for physical problems. There is a way I can save you guys from the exposure, but one of us has to not be exposed, so that'd probably need to be me.
I mean,
What's your
You guys
plan?
up to it? Well, I can shove you guys into an extra dimensional space where you will be perfectly safe. It will be as if no time passes at all.
Alright, well, if you need to tag someone out, just let me know.
Okay. Pulls out mirror. All right, everyone, look at the mirror. Look at the mirror.
Oh no, not the mirror. Oh wait,
Do you
that's
look
the
them-
other character.
Is this a disease or a
I just go like, what mirror?
thing, or is it just
It's a
condition?
planar effect.
It's an area.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because we're on a non-material plane.
Yeah, the plane is like fundamentally hostile to your survival. Kind of like if you went into hard vacuum of space.
Right. Which is why I can save you guys from the physical detriments by just having you all jump in the mirror of life trapping. Because there's 12 extra dimensional cells in there, and I'm not using them for anything at the moment.
Talking about back in the fucking book where you freed Varric from originally.
Yeah, just until the morning.
I mean, I don't think we need to.
It's an option I'm offering. I'm not forcing anybody to do it.
Oh, I'm going into the mirror. This dust sucks.
All right, so who's choosing to fail the charisma save and get into the mirror instead of having more of your flesh turn to dust?
Anya.
I guess I will.
Faradol.
Just put an
I've
M in
never
chat
been-
so we can keep a list of it if you're
I've
going
never
into the mirror.
been- Yeah, I've never been in the mirror before. I don't know what it's like. So
Nothing happens.
yeah,
Literally.
if it was Father Varric, he would say no.
Anyone who wants it, I offer the mirror. They all hop in, and no one else wants to. I put the mirror away. We don't want any
Alrighty.
accidents.
So 3 of you have hopped in.
I feel like Pokemon.
Thomas, Rurik, and
Excuse me?
what?
I did not get in the mirror.
I never said you did.
Neither did Thomas. He's saying the people who are staying out.
Yeah, I said Thomas, Rurik,
Oh.
and Intervin stayed out.
I guess you
I
didn't
was
hear
like,
me. I would.
Oh, you would go
Oh,
in
he
it?
did put in chat, so.
You cut out there. What's up, Thomas?
Thomas is jumping in the mirror.
Yeah.
Okay,
I can't type right now.
all good. We don't want you typing while driving. That would be suboptimal if you got into a car accident.
Bad
Drive
optics,
safe.
they say.
I'm almost done though.
It's all good. All right, so we put you in the mirror too.
All right, leaving just Intervin and Rurik sitting
My
in
cards?
on the hard dust. As their cards begin turning to dust.
I was making a deck of many things joke.
Pulls out deck of many things. Sorry, guys.
Please do.
No.
Absolutely not.
If
You sure?
Yes, Gilbert, we're sure, and you need to fix your chair.
That was dice.
It sounded like a chair collapsing.
I might actually need a new chair. All right, but yeah, it's about time for a rest. Those of you who are in the tiny hut, so Intervin and Rourke, you guys setting a watch?
Yeah, I can cover 2 of them. Rick, are you an elf?
Yeah, I can cover one.
Well, I'll I only need 4 hours to get a long rest. So what I'm thinking is screw it. At the end of my 4 hours, I'll have my spell slots back, and I'll just cast Plane Shift to put us back at the Institute.
Oh yeah.
Huh. What do you know?
Mm-hmm. And Plane Shift can target permanent teleportation circles, so I can just put us right into the private sanctum circle.
All right, you plane shift. As you clip through reality with a puff of dust, appearing back in your office.
Yep. Prestidigitate all the dust off of us.
Yeah, you know that scene in Sandlot when the vacuum explodes?
Mm-hmm.
That's you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Get them all out of the mirror.
So apparently more praying is needed.
And everyone funnels out of their cells in the mirror.
All right.
Hey.
So, yeah, another day of downtime. You guys can rest. We can recuperate. We've got, some baths here for treating our skin, etc.
We'll first take a shower, then take a bath, so you make sure the dust is all off before taking the bath.
I meant like a baths as in bathhouse.
Ah, gotcha.
The plural of baths.
Yeah, we have these.
The ground is made of literal water here.
Mm-hmm. The gnomes have been working very hard on our plumbing.
Yeah, we
So
have no
another-
idea the amount of money they spend. It's just massive. Massive.
We spared no expense. Then the next morning, we all get together, all nice and rested, and Gilbert just confirmed no long-term effects of our stay on the plane of dust.
No.
Okay.
The right treatment, your body's restore. But yeah, so that rules out zinc flat, leaving you with zinc and lead A and
Lead A flat.
lead A flat.
Right. So lead A flat. Go.
So you appear on a plane of endless white. The ground below you is gritty. The air is still. And your mouth is dry. And your eyes kind of burn. And everything tastes like the chef used too much fucking salt.
Ah, well, this could be worse.
It's a Bath and Body Works?
No, it's the plane of salt.
All right.
Legends?
And boy howdy, you feel like you're drying out.
All right. Well, tiny hut, decanter of endless water. We sit around for another day.
The land aggressively drinks any water that you spill.
Oh, we can't make brine?
Not in this place, it would seem.
Just too much salt.
It depends where. Yeah, you did really high with that other Arcana check. There are going to be places where these planes intersect with others, where you're going to start seeing those transitions. If water's disappearing this quickly, it likely means you're in the functional middle of it.
So, what kind of salt is it?
Aggravated.
Good
as
question.
Identify.
I don't think identify works on non-magic.
No, it doesn't.
Magnesium chloride.
Because if it's mixtures of different salts, right? Like if it's the plain salt, but if there's different types of salt here, we're gonna want to remember this because salt is fucking expensive. We can mine this shit.
All right, I'll break out the litmus paper.
You don't have that.
I know.
Fucking Bronze Age.
I know.
Yeah, let's see. So, with your advanced alchemical knowledge of being a Bronze Age wizard, you can conclude that the salt is salty.
Well, like it's got like the same color when you throw it into flame. It's got the same melting point as like normal sodium chloride salt. Bronze
There's
Age, you'd be
several
able to
different
do
colors
that.
when you throw it in the flames.
Ah, excellent. Ah, okay. So, it is not just like cheap salt. This is like the good, like you know, like the stuff you see like it's really expensive in grocery stores for like that like coarse grained sea salt from like the Himalayas or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that
Grocery
type of
store?
shit.
What are Himalayas?
Well, it's like that, but you know how when you throw certain salts into a fire, you get a certain color.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
why I
this
was
is
doing
like-
that.
Yeah. You throw this in there, and you're not getting like certain colors. We're talking like full-on Pride Parade. It's all the colors.
Ooh, we gotta have some of this salt.
This is
good.
salt. It's all the salt.
We gotta have some of this. This is excellent salt.
Yes.
Also salinity +1.
Salt of salinity.
Yeah. So, my bag of holdings is empty. Well, not empty, but it's can hold quite a bit of salt.
I currently have 220 pounds free.
I have like 350 free. So
Well, I have 150 rations, so.
That you're gonna put next to the purest salt.
Well, we'll have to.
Your rations are mummified.
The hardtack gets harder.
Yeah, like 230 pounds.
The hardtack petrifies.
Doubles as a lethal throwing weapon.
Instead of pocket sand, pocket salt. I think it would actually be worse. Like getting salt in your eyes to that extent.
How many pounds are you collecting?
Oh, I'll probably.
100.
Yeah, I'll probably.
100 in mine.
I'll probably collect 100 in mine as well.
All right, you've collected 200 pounds of pure salt.
Well, another thing too is the different types of salt have different densities, so they'll dissolve in water at different rates. That's how you can separate them, and that's something that you would know.
You
We would
have
know how to do.
pure salt.
The saltiest of salts.
Salt of salinity, as Sleuth said.
Right. Otherwise, we set up the hut. We wait out the day. Any detrimental effects, things around here we need to watch out.
You guys just making sure that you're consuming large quantities of water?
Fog golem.
Yeah. We can just pull out like the chunks of bread and just rub it on the ground before eating it. And
The Greeks used to do that during like gatherings. That way you could keep drinking because you'd be thirsty.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Great way to get everyone good and drunk. All right. Let's see though. Let's see. Yeah, rapid dehydration, but you guys have endless water and just downing that shit. So yeah, you guys were able to make it through pretty all right.
All right, morning comes. Since we had no detrimental effects, there's no reason to go back to the Institute. I just pull out Zinc A and let's go.
I just realized something.
What's up?
I misunderstood what the dash meant. So I'm just gonna give this one as a freebie. It's a lead zinc alloy, apparently.
Oh,
That does change things, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the error until I looked at the table and I went, hold on a second. This plane is lead zinc, but Earth is lead, and water is zinc. Sorry, Earth is zinc and water is lead. Wait a fucking second. Yeah, so if you alloy them, yes. Which, of course, you figured out because Intervin is just so smart. What a clever man Intervin is.
okay.
You guys. Look, I fucked up, okay? I didn't realize what the dash meant.
It's fine.
It's not like they put alloy in there, fucking bastards. Yeah, you guys appear with a splash as you are all currently standing in waist deep muck. The air around you is fetid and smells rather acrid. You can see, well, decaying walls, decaying trees. This is quite literally the most miserable swamp you have ever laid your eyes on, or your nose for that matter.
So is this A or A flat?
A.
Sorry, continue.
Yep, it's A. And so here you are in this awful, awful mud. And I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
But we're not being dried out.
No, things went from very dry to very damp.
Should have worn his yellow pants.
Oh yeah. I don't need the fog cloud. You can tick yourself back up for that. I forgot I took all of Sinclair's spell scrolls.
Okay.
So if you want to grab any of these,
Yeah, I'll probably take a couple of scrolls of Long Strider.
Okay. Just 2.
Yeah.
And then that's 3 days total, so 6 shields from you.
Yes.
First day on Dust, you made 2. And then downtime day, and then another day on Salt, so 6. Okay, okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I did find a practical use for a zinc tin alloy.
Oh, do tell.
Or, sorry, not zinc lead, zinc tin.
You did say
Oh,
zinc
do
tin the first
tell.
time.
Oh, it can be used as a solder to join aluminum.
Hmm. Good to know.
What are we talking about? Zinc lead?
Yes. Or no, zinc and tin. Sorry.
Oh, zinc and tin.
Yeah, the tuning fork he was talking about was zinc and lead, but I haven't been able to find a practical use for that alloy yet.
All right, but you guys find yourselves in this fetid, muddy swamp of a plain, stretching
Is
out around you.
zinc tin alloy is most commonly used for radiation shielding in medical applications.
Hmm.
It's corrosive resistance and malleable, and then when it's made into a thin sheet, it blocks UV and a lot of other radiation.
Okay. Well, there you go.
It's called light tight.
A fine course it is.
Fucking nerds, right?
Anyway, is there anything around us? Like, do we see anything?
It
Muck, muck, and muck.
muck, decaying trees. Think like a overgrown mangrove forest,
Ah, okay.
mired in mud.
Alrighty then. Well, I pull out my familiar, Dax, and have him go up and provide some aerial height to look around and see if there's any structures or points of interest.
That new gal's got a Pegasus she could fly up with.
Yeah, but what if they got AA?
And I don't have
The
great
stories,
communication back.
from what I've been told, is they are the AA.
Well,
More like the anti-AA.
air superiority. I only fought one dragon in the air. It's less useful once the enemies are back on the ground. Although if they are a stationary enough target, I do have other means of dealing with that.
Okay, that's nice. I've already sent my familiar up. Does it report any points of interest in visual range once it gets clear of the trees?
Well, it flies up and looks around. But it's 100 feet, right?
I believe so.
All right. He barely makes it over the tree line or the canopy and looks around. Damn, that's a lot of trees and some clearings filled with mud.
Any structures?
There's the occasional ruined structure in these clearings. There's an even bigger tree kind of behind you a distance that looks to be growing out of some ruins.
All right, let's head there. That familiar comes down. I pop it away so it doesn't get taken out. It's that way. That distance. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Onward.
And so we go.
We should go.
Indeed, you go. Give me a survival check as you try to navigate your way through this swamp.
Who has the higher survival check?
Not
Oh.
me.
Hey Thomas, are you here fully?
Yeah.
Introduce your character to them.
Where the fuck did we find this guy?
You found him back at the Institute.
Oh, I was gonna say, is he one of my guys?
I just like, oh, you look interesting, and tagged along. I'm a warlock wearing half plate, a shield, and what seems to be a raven on my shoulder. And I got the light crossbow and a rapier. And I was just writing scrolls in the library when you passed by, and I was like, they look like they're about to do something fun. And just started following you.
That might have been a mistake. What's his name?
Orgesh.
That's the name of the guy he had for the Rune Quest one shot.
Nope, it's his name now.
Yeah.
Yep. I didn't think of a name.
It's
So he
Orgesh.
became Forgesh.
Did you name your raven Edgar?
Yes.
All right.
So survival check, you said, right? Is that for
Mhm.
everybody or just for the party?
From whoever's leading.
All right. So who has the highest survival check? I have a +5.
+2. No proficiency.
7.
Ah, and you shall make it, and I shall assist.
Anyone.
Oh man. So, you start navigating through. And as you're passing through that section, you're making good time, it feels like, although it is pretty exhausting moving through all this mud. You reach a clear section that you're trying to cross. And, Anya,
Mm-hmm.
you sink.
Ooh. Ooh, that's
But how far you sink, you might be wondering.
1 inch.
No, it's that shit on Saturday. I'm gonna fucking drown you in the mud. Payback's a bitch. Joking aside, though, you do actually begin sinking in the mud. How tall are you, Anya?
height is blank. We'll go with 5'4".
Okay. Yeah, you disappear beneath the surface.
Well, that ain't good. I would like to try to grab Anya before she sinks into the mud.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's already sunk. Give me a. We'll just do a strength check.
Oh, I'm good at those. Not so much that time around.
Yeah, you have to like squat down in the mud and dig your hands down in there. Your face is in that mud, but you manage to pull Anya out
Oh, good.
and back off of whatever ledge she fell through.
Mm. I am going to not do that again.
Yeah, that's not a good
Now for the
idea.
leeches. I'm joking.
He really isn't.
I was just bathing in so much salt that they'll all die anyways. Bring it on.
All right. So how you guys plan on getting through since this area ahead of you seems to be rather deep?
Go around. Or we make a boat, a mud boat out of wood.
Well, let's say you can fly, right?
I can.
Here.
More
See how
rope.
deep it is.
Oh.
And I hand you 100 feet of silk rope with an anchor.
If we're looking just to find out how deep it is, shouldn't we send someone with a swim speed?
But he can fly and just hang it over it. It's
Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah. I got you.
Yep. So I'll fly up.
I mean, it's not an anchor. It's just 2 grappling hooks, but it should be heavy enough.
Mm-hmm.
Dip the rope into the mud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like at least 100 feet.
That's pretty deep.
How far across is it?
This open space?
Uh huh.
300.
How much rope we got?
2,000.
Man, I can just fly over with the rope and we'll just, haul people across.
So we could set up a rope bridge. People go across to the other side. And then one person just has to kind of skim along the top carrying the rope back since we don't want to lose 900 feet of rope.
I can do that.
Does anyone have unlimited flight?
I have a Pegasus.
That counts. So you should be the person to stay behind. Well, you should go to the far side carrying the rope, set it up, fly back. We walk across the rope bridge. You then untie it and bring the end back.
I'll do everything, but I'm going to cry about it.
Yes. Well, you did volunteer to come.
Yeah, I make a lot of mistakes.
Don't we all?
Yes, but if you're extremely fortunate, you'll get to live and learn about them.
And maybe occasionally get rich.
In knowledge. We're not actually paying you.
Well, I don't care about that. I've already got enough money to last for as long as I want. I'm just doing this because I'm bored.
Excellent. So I guess unless he objects, then you're doing the thing?
Yeah. Flying over, setting the rope on the far side, and then flying back to collect it when everyone else has passed.
All right. Wow. That's pretty doable. Takes about an hour for you guys to get over, but you manage it. Reaching the other side. You guys proceeding?
Don't see why not.
All right.
Nah, we're far enough. We should turn around.
Give me a survival check then as you begin to navigate the party.
I believe that's Anya again. We really are making the intern do everything.
Yep.
Oh,
Well, you'd have advantage from
Yeah,
a farmer helping you.
right.
Give you
Hey, Father.
guidance. So.
Let's say Father Samuel's around.
that's
Yep.
not a little better.
What's a 14 give me?
A left Twix.
I was always for the right Twix, never the left.
Talk about a brilliant marketing scheme. It doesn't fucking matter, but they did sell more Twix.
Actually, they
Wait,
did
what?
change. They put the way they were put together is different. Like it's the same materials, but they're in different order in the.
No, there is no difference between a left or a right Twix. It was just a marketing campaign, and they did sell more Twix.
Huh.
I mean, it is a thing. Which side would you pick, left or right?
How do you figure out which one's the left one?
I
Well,
was just
take
gonna
them
say,
all out of the back
turn
and
the
lay 'em
package
down.
around.
Yeah, you wouldn't know. It was an excellent ad campaign.
This is spoken like a man who just blithely opens the packages and consumes his Twix without first examining them.
When I eat Twix,
Yes.
I hold them together and I take a bite out of both of them simultaneously.
Yeah,
I do the same with Kit Kats.
Kit Kats used to be so good, but I had one recently. It just wasn't the same.
So I'll be honest. The Kit Kats here are kind of like the chocolate's quality's gotten worse. In Japan, they have very cool flavors of them, like green tea, orange flavored, creamsicle ones.
Orange, I would go for 100%.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe orange, but like
I've
I
had the
don't-
orange. They're really good.
They are really good.
I really don't need different flavors. I just want good chocolate and like a good
The
flavor.
I mean, creamsicle.
in the U.S., the mint ones aren't bad. Like it's a good like creamy white chocolate. Like white chocolate as a base, and they add mint back into it flavor wise.
I'm hungry now. Y'all got me hungry.
We're talking about candy bars too much.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go find some food, man. Damn.
So our party gets distracted talking about Twix and Kit Kats and gets lost in the quagmire.
Giggity.
Giggity.
Indeed, you guys begin sinking into the mud. Man, I really like Kit Kat. Blah, 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 blah.
That's okay, I got a swim speed.
That's real left Twix
I
behavior.
mean, how would you swim speed in mud?
It's a viscous liquid.
Maybe it's just a really soft solid.
Either way, I know both mold earth and shape water cantrips.
Newtonian fluid.
A newt.
Oh, this quagmire is an oobleck. Great.
Giggity.
Wait, so if we just run really fast, then it's fine.
And that's when you guys realize that it's all one giant gelatinous cube.
Oh, good God.
So,
Funky boy.
Yep. We get it crossed.
name it Funky Boy. It fires hyper beam. All right. Anya, give me that survival check as you lead the party.
I already did.
Oh, is that what that was? Okay.
The 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've been waiting for you to respond to that. That's
Look,
where we got
you
off
guys
topic.
went on off your fucking candy bars, man. All right, so you guys are walking through a significantly less treacherous section. You're able to get up on the trees and I should say the roots and begin kind of moving tree to tree by climbing across these almost root-like bridges. What are your guys' passive perceptions?
10.
20.
16.
11 and 8 for the Raven.
I think Rurik sees whatever the hell it is. Oh, Rurik can probably trace its genealogy back to its founding members just by looking at it.
So, You all see it. The vines
not you all, it's
above
y'all.
you are descending to murder you with animated intent. Roll an inch.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
It's not you all, it's y'all. So we're rolling a niche, I suppose now, right?
I just said that.
Oh, okay. Makes sense, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Did Samuel roll? Ah, there it is. Sorry, just with all the DMs getting in there.
Ah, damn it. I was trying to see if I had any more to add to it. Thing.
In other news, I found the salt.
Metal salt.
God damn, this shit's expensive.
Well, yeah. It's industrial grade and you're buying bulk.
Wait, how much am I getting?
I have no idea what one serving is.
1 serving sized. You know,
10
yeah, what?
grams. Never mind. You're not getting a lot.
Calcium boride, yeah, that's.
Yeah, you're not getting a lot.
10 grams of calcium boride. Let's see, what's the most expensive thing on this first page? Hafnium diboride powder, 10 grams for 330.86 euros each.
That's pounds, Gilbert. That's
That's
not the euro
pounds.
symbol.
Oh, it's pounds.
Euro's a funky E.
Sorry, I only know
dollars and cents.
freedom money.
Titanium
most-
boride sputtering target.
$488.
To
Tithmosis.
So in order to get 500 to 1,000 grams, I need to contact sales. I need to call them and explain why I'm spending this much money on salt.
Well, you
Mhm.
see, it's for D&D.
Contact our sales department and your bank.
Faradul goes first against the vines.
Ha ha ha. Well, first I would like to get angry, and then I would like to see if there's are any of the vines like are they part of a larger creature or are they just all just separate vines?
Sorry, I was mesmerized by the science.
Yes, the expensive science
You,
is
you wanted to beat the fuck out of some plants?
yeah. See,
If it-
I'm very anti-vegetarian.
Says the farmer.
Well,
I'm gonna plow this field.
well, see,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Most of it, not eat it.
It's not almonds. He's going to kill it.
He's
Yep.
here to harvest.
If he ate the fruit that he grew, he'd be poor.
that too. Never eat
Okay.
your own supply.
Never looks to Bronze Age subsistence farmer. Never eat your own supply. The farmer over here be like, but that's how I live.
That's how poor people live.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I'm a
historically
very
farmers
rich
were poor.
farmer. No, but I'm a very rich farmer.
Yeah,
too.
you didn't get that from farming.
Yes, it did. Farming dead people. And
Farming for XP.
No, it's farming tax evasion is what he farmed.
No, he was farming taxes that were
Groom
given to
would like a
somebody
word
else.
of you. All right. Yeah, so you can see a number of these vines reaching down from the canopy above.
yeah, but are they like all separate, or is there like one tree that they're coming from?
They're coming from the canopy.
Okay, so it's not like
You can't see.
Okay, gotcha.
But oh my god, there's a lot of them. They're covering this whole fucking area.
Oh,
They're everywhere.
How far away are they?
Hmm?
How far away are they?
About 15 feet up.
Oh, well, I mean, so I'll just start blowing on my whistle again, and then I'll go hunt me some vines.
Well, they're 15 feet away.
Yep.
As you fly up 15 feet and begin smacking the tips of the vines. As they grasp at you greedily.
He said they're coming from the canopy.
Oh, is he flying up into the canopy?
No, I'm flying up to hit the vines.
Okay, yeah, so you fly up 15 feet to start
Yeah.
smacking the tip.
Yeah, and I hope I hit 3 times.
Yeah, you do hit the vines 3 times.
Excellent.
There's people who are into that.
Vines are coming down out of a tree.
All right, so those are the first 2.
Yeah. You hit them.
Uh-huh.
Bludgeoning and lightning do not appear particularly effective. In fact, the vines don't seem to give a shit about that lightning at all.
That's not good, Armin Farmer.
Well, that's annoying. So,
I really
That's
wish
why
we
they-
had like. I really wish we had like a weapon that was particularly effective against plants.
Oh my god, that's right.
I mean, technically we do. It's just not here.
so do you want me to even roll the lightning dice there, Gilbert?
Yeah, you might as well as not.
Okay.
You know, that wasn't intentional, Thomas, but I'm deeply amused by the fact that Feo would have been super handy right here. All
I
right,
thought of
yeah.
it right away.
You managed to through pure concussive force managed to beat one of these vines limp.
Excellent.
Giggity.
There are many more to come.
There he is. But that's the end of my turn for the. Yeah, end of my turn.
All right, Torgesh.
With 30 feet of movement, how many can I get with a 60-foot cone?
What are you casting?
Cone of cold.
Oh, very nice. Okay, 60-foot cone. If you backed up, aimed up over their heads, you'd only hit a duel, and you'd be able to hit like 12 vines.
All right. And how many would I not hit if I didn't hit Faradol? Or is Faradol just unavoidable?
You cut
I
out
want
there.
to hit. How many would I hit if I didn't hit Faradol?
Maybe
What? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I've been able to hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
Gilbert
yep,
was a bit
still-
choppy there for me.
So I'm
Gilbert,
asking.
are you all right?
Ground control to Gilbert.
It's time to deploy the salt.
We're sorry, but we can't sell you quantities of salt this great without prior approval from the Vatican.
I'm back.
Ranger doesn't give a shit. They'll sell you salt no matter what, as long as you got the money.
So how many would I hit if I didn't hit Faradol?
6.
All right. Faradol, you're okay with hitting 12 in exchange for you, right?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right. I need 12 constitutional saving throws.
Well, 13.
Constitutional
13.
saving throws?
Right, yeah.
Versus inconstitutional saving throws?
Father Samuel, how far away is your sphere of helping?
The right of the people to keep their spells will not be infringed.
Father Samuel,
What's that?
So
what is
3
the
of them
range
pass.
of your sphere of helpful?
DC 18.
Oh, I have an aura of 10 feet.
Fuck.
Around.
All right, never mind.
Not close enough.
Fuck.
Is Father
But I will
Samuel
give
another
you
paladin?
guidance, though.
It's not like that.
What, mister?
It's a
I don't-
saving throw.
A saving throw. I don't have.
And we're in combat too, so.
Yeah.
It's all right. A little cold doesn't.
10
It never
feet,
bothered
yeah.
me anyway.
10 feet.
What? 27 for all the failures and half as much for the successes.
Well, all the ones that failed, there are no vines, just icicles.
They're frozen statues now. So only 3 survive. Well, 3 of the 12 that I hit. Who knows how many more?
Was that a question?
How many after the ones that I killed are left?
3.
Oh, so there was only total of 12?
Yeah, only a total of 12 vines.
Okay. Well, I just dust my hands off and be like, all right, you guys can finish it off.
All right. Rourke.
Can I even get any in melee from the ground without a fly speed?
No.
Okay, light crossbow.
That song's stuck in my head now, you ass.
I don't know song, so it can't be stuck in my head. I know the song, but like I don't know its lyrics well enough to get it stuck. You taking the shot, Rourke?
Yes.
Okay.
Just whatever one looks the most, chunkiest, greenest. The least icicliest.
Mm-hmm. Well, that hits. Yeah, you can see like plant liquids beginning to seep out of it.
All right, that's it for me.
Alrighty. It's like a dandelion, it's all that like weird white sap. DM the 4th. So, plummeting from the canopy, plummeting from the canopy is a huge even mass of gray goop. I need a dex save from. This would be falling on top of Faradul the almond farmer.
God damn it.
Is he in my aura?
No.
No.
Oh, poor bastard.
What was your
He's
DC?
about to be.
A 17 does pass, and you manage to dodge out of the way of the falling huge gray ooze, which
Yay.
impacts onto the tree near you guys. And
Be right back.
it's going to launch pseudopod at
I mean, if it's from the vines, I just heard it last.
yeah, but that's not how this thing thinks.
I froze 9 of them.
Does this thing even think?
No, it's a slime. Who here has metal on them?
I mean, I do.
Me?
Yeah, you're a good distance away though.
Not
You
me.
backed up. Not you, not you, yeah. I suppose it's just Faradul the almond farmer. So its pseudopods are going to fire upward and try to get you, Faradul, the deliciously having metal on him.
Okay, dokie. No.
Indeed, you dodge its little its big pseudopods. They lash out at you.
Huzzah.
It smells incredibly acrid. Holy fuck. That's a lot of damage. Yeah. Anya,
I'm back.
Yeah.
your move. A big gray ooze has splashed down in front of the party.
All right.
Actually, putting it like right next to you.
I would like to cast Spirit Guardians.
Bold.
Indeed. And who's good at killing shit dead? Rurik, go ahead and take a bardic inspiration. That will be it for me.
All right. DM2. Another blob falls from the trees. This one's splatting down in this DM2, splatting down in the middle. So it hits the trees, and it's going to make a pseudopod attack against Interven.
A poor decision on its part. Very well. Make your attack. That will hit.
Mm-hmm.
So it has closed into melee with me.
Yes.
Okay. Roll your damage, and then things happen.
Very cool. So that is 21 points of bludgeoning and acid damage as this black goop strikes you with a pseudopod. In addition, any non-magical armor that you're wearing is partly dissolved and takes a permanent and cumulative -1 penalty to its armor class.
The ropes of the Archmagi laugh at it, and also, it does not appear to be particularly effective as the ground around me bursts into flames. Fire shield.
Gilbert, is this in my Spirit Guardians?
No.
Okay.
Fire shield.
Yes, I've had a contingency for fire shield. Anything that closes into an enemy that closes into melee triggers fire shield. So it takes 2
D8.
Yeah, 2d8.
I know my fire shield. I love that thing.
So it takes 10 points of fire damage.
10 points of fire damage, you say?
Yes.
Would have been funnier if it was lightning. No particular reason. All right. Well, that's this thing. Interven.
Okay. How badly hurt does this thing look from taking the 10 points of damage?
Not very. To clarify, it looks like the fire worked. It's just... It's a news.
Mm-hmm.
They chonky.
Does it look like more oozes are going to be falling from the trees down here?
Give me a perception check.
Like the whole thing on fire.
Well, I mean, maybe.
Yeah, you peer straight up, and yeah, you can see it looks like there are more oozes kind of hanging from the canopy.
How high up are they?
About 100 feet. Or, I'm sorry, no, 100 feet's the top of the canopy. This would put them about 80 feet.
That's fireball range.
I didn't prepare fireball today. But it looks like they're preparing to drop down on our party.
Yeah. and that they're kind of like distended from the branches.
Right. And I'm sorry, how many are up there still?
Let's see. 2 have fallen, so you see 1, 2. Looks like 5 more.
Okay.
You see, because I can give you details. You see 2 of these like yellow mustard-looking things.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. A big square and another black one.
Alrighty. Well, then in that case, I pull some ball bearings and fire my magical shotgun at the one that hit me. I cast Animate Object.
Indeed. You're introducing an aggravating element into this viscous liquid in order
Yes.
to make it less viscous.
I'm aerating it.
Alrighty. Well, this is a black pudding with armor class 7.
So they all hit.
So they all hit.
Six points bludgeoning damage.
Indeed. And those guys take some acid damage as they tear through this thing's form.
Okay. They have 20 hit points. Each item has 20 hit points.
Indeed. Given the fact that they are creatures, I believe, by classification, yeah?
Yes.
They do not take the -1 penalty.
Right, yeah, they're not weapons.
Right. They're creatures.
Basically, yeah. They're sort of... It's weird. Yeah, they do actually become creatures. Just double checking. Yes, they do.
There is
it does specify.
There is a school of philosophical thought that ponders what this spell is technically doing. All right.
That is all.
All right, you have aggravated this viscous liquid.
Yes, I do believe I have.
Sam. Father Sam.
Let me ask a question. Is the one Introven hitting, is he in melee with it?
Are you in melee with it?
I don't think so.
No, you're not currently in melee with it. You are close to it.
No, is he in melee with it?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. Then I'm just going to pull out my whip and hit it from where I'm standing without going into melee with it.
Oh, you're hitting Introven?
No, hitting the slime.
I mean, Introven definitely seems like the kind of guy who's into getting hit by your whip.
All right. Okay. So.
You should do it. Engage in friendly fire.
Hold on a second. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my bonus action to aim, and then I'm gonna hit it with my whip, so I get it back. No crits. Damn. Is that a hit?
It's 2 hits.
All right. Take me a minute.
You're hitting with the whip.
Yes, I am.
Is your whip magical?
No, it is not.
All right, good to know. And what's the range on that whip? It's like 10, 15 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You gonna roll damage?
It's taking me a minute, okay?
Just checking. Just checking.
I got a lot of things to add here. Okay.
Hot shit in hell.
Mixture of. Okay. The 2d4 are both whip attacks because the whip is only a d4. The 3d6 is my sneak attack damage, and the 8d8 is my smite damage. And the plus 10 is it. So it's radiant, and the rest is not. The 8d8 is all radiant.
So it's radiant and slashing?
Yes.
All right, so your whip strikes into this thing. The slashing does not appear to be effective at all. The radiant is.
Well, then
And you have bloodied it.
Okay, good.
Additionally, your whip suffers a -2 to its hit and damage rolls as the acid of this creature begins dissolving the whip.
I gotta get a new weapon now. Shit. Good thing I got extras. Alright. So I guess I'm how far is the thing from me? About 10 feet? Because I used my whip to hit it. Yeah. So I'm gonna back up about 10 feet out of the range of these things. Make sure I'm not gonna have one drop it on me, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Oh no, that's it.
All right, DM3. As the square falls. Large creature falls, impact, splat. The big guy is going to move, and he's going to try to eat. Who does he want to eat? I know, he'll eat Rurik.
Huh?
The cube has fallen. It's going to try to move up and consume you. I need a dex save from you.
A dex save.
Yes.
I mean, we know it's pointless, but just do it anyway.
From the rogue.
It's a gelatinous cube. It's not exactly smart. You're the closest person to its impact.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. 28. Would you believe that its DC is not 28?
Conceivably so.
as you just kind of sidestep, you literally just move off to the side as the cube just kind of shuffles forward, missing you entirely.
Mhm.
The broadside of a barn could not hit the broadside of a barn. That's all it's got. DM1. The vines, who are fucked up. The three remaining are going to try to grab the Fairdoor.
Okie dokie.
Because somebody fucking killed most of them.
No issue.
One hit.
One hit. Whole single hit. Well, you take 9 points of bludgeoning as it grabs you. You are now grappled
Okay.
and restrained.
Okay.
As this thing begins to like produce this milky white sap. Next up, DM. Uh, 5. These two guys fall from the sky. Split, split. And one of them is going to kind of slither forward and try to hit Torgesh. $11 hit you,
No.
Torgesh? All right. The other one is going to try to hit. It's going to shuffle forward and it's going to go to try to hit Sam, Father Sam. So the 22 hit you, Sam. Sam?
Do what now?
22 hit you?
No, I can shield that.
All right. It's Pseudopod hits your shield spell. Faradul.
Okie dokie.
At the start of your turn, that white kind of sap begins to poison you.
Well, that's rude. Constitution save?
No.
Oh.
And you take 16 points of poison damage.
Ow. Well, it was very rude. And so when I get my turn, I'm going to smash it with the hammer.
That is 3 hits.
All right, I'm just going to check something here real quick. So I could have swore I remember something about better criticals, or am I making things up?
I think it's when you crit, you do more crit dice. Because it's the champion fighter that gets an expanded crit range.
Fair, but I just wanted to double check.
Always good to double check.
Are you thinking brutal
Yeah,
critical?
yeah, brutal critical.
Yeah, it's shitty.
I was kind of hoping for another expanded,
Yeah.
but oh well.
You would think 9th level barbarian feature would be something like expanded crit range.
I mean, more damage Well. Anyways, we're gonna do 3 hits. Do. And it's still resistant to lightning, right? Unfortunately.
Immune.
Immune. Yeah, well, immune resistant. There's still some nice damage though.
Indeed. It's I guess in order to kind of bludgeon one of these things, you just kind of wrap it around the hilt and tug as you just rip the vine out of where it was anchored up above and it falls.
Excellent.
You are no longer grappled or restrained by that.
I like it.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's the end of my turn.
All right, Torgesh.
Sorry, is it my turn?
Yes.
Have we seen if the oozes are resistant to bludgeoning?
You have seen that a number of them are resilient to like bludgeoning and slashing and the physical damages.
Is it resistance or immunity? Can I tell?
It depends on the one.
Bludgeoning? Because like they fell pretty far, so if they took any damage.
You're saying I think it depends on the slime.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some of them are, some of them aren't. Like the cube looks like it took some impact damage. Like that gray one though looks fine.
so the one gray one is immune and the rest are not?
Correct. Although you've seen the other ones have like, resistance or immunity to like say slashing in the case of the black pudding.
Alright. Because I am doing Conjure Elemental. And making a water elemental.
Doesn't that take a while to cast?
So it does, never mind. Takes a minute. In that case, I will instead.
I'll protect you for 10 rounds.
Right.
You're on your own with that.
Make my weapon magical and elemental. How do you think they'll fare against thunder damage? All right. So with the one in front of me, my raven uses the help action, and I attack it.
Okay. That attack roll.
Oh wait, sorry. Elemental weapon takes a full action to cast.
So you casting that?
Well, I'm instead going to use Shadow Blade because that's a bonus action. And even though it says it deals psychic damage, does not specify a minimum intellect to take effect. So I cast Shadow Blade, and then I attack.
Okay.
And the spells that have a minimum intelligence are a lot more rare than ones that don't.
Hot damn. All right, yeah, you cut into this this creature, and that is enough to bloody it.
That was
Oh,
the attack.
oh, oh. Derp, derp. All right, that injures it.
That's it.
All right. Rourke.
So this cube is right in front of me.
E.
I would like to begin cutting it.
Bold.
So let me see if I can remember how the fuck I was gonna do this. All right, 2 scimitar attacks.
It's a hit and a crit. This with that scimitar speed.
Mm-hmm.
There's an ally in melee.
Uh-huh. So there's the first hit.
Indeed, a nice incision, splitting the outer membrane.
And there's the second hit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you make your second slice, and it sits there, not reacting for a moment. And then half the cube deflates as its internal liquids go spilling off the side of the this like root bridge.
It appears to be dead.
Deflated. It's less of a gelatinous cube and now like a gelatinous double stacked queen size bed.
I see.
I just
It's-
pictured
it's
mentally
bloody.
that sound a balloon makes when you let the air out of it.
Oh, that's it for me.
All right. DM the fourth. Huge gray ooze. Well, huge gray ooze is gonna get big as its size swells, rendering it colossal.
It's too small to control.
Also, it's part of its turn. It's start of its turn. Anya, damage. It's wisdom save.
Wisdom save, yes. That is for 17 radiant.
It takes 17 points of radiant. As it gets big, Faradul and Anya, this thing has gotten it real big, and it's like menacing both of you. You're both uncomfortably close to it.
Well, yeah, okay. I've been uncomfortably close this entire time.
Indeed. Anya,
Mm-hmm.
your move.
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on it. Wisdom save.
Does that require a certain amount of int?
Nope. Question mark. I'll double check the book. PHB 234. I don't think this is one of the ones that does. PHB, where is, there it is. $43, $34, Dissonant Whispers.
I don't see anything on there.
Yeah,
So
nothing
yeah,
required.
wisdom.
Wisdom save. So it takes 11 psychic damage. Then Anya's gonna step back like 10 feet, and it shouldn't be able to catch up again next round without burning an action to dash. That's it for me. And was there someone else in melee with it? For opportunity attacks?
Yes. Faradul and yourself. And Rourke.
Hmm?
You guys can get
attacks.
opportunity attacks as it begins to move away from Anya.
Well, don't mind if I do.
Does Rourke get his
Is there an
sneak
ally?
attack?
E. Isn't it once per turn though for sneak attack?
Once
Yes.
per turn,
Round,
not
something
Once
once
per
per round.
turn.
Ah,
It's not my turn anymore.
Yeah, that's why Dissonant Whispers is like one of the best first level spells if you have a rogue in the party.
neat.
Alright, that's gonna be it for me.
That's a hit, Faradul.
Cool.
I assumed the 23
Anya,
was a
that's
hit.
also a hit.
Fucking what?
Oh dear God.
It's an ooze. It's literally the size of a barn.
Yeah, but like, an actual barn has like a DC of 10. or
That's because
less.
it's made out of wood, and wood is hard. This is made out of pudding. Pudding is notoriously easy to eat. Even old people without teeth can eat it.
Wait, which side of the barn has a DC of 10?
The broadside.
Mm-hmm. Faradul, you can add your lightning to this one.
I can? Neat.
Yeah. Anya, is your weapon magical?
No.
Haha, your weapon suffers a -1 malice as the acid eats away at it.
Aha, I do 22 damage instead of.
Oh no, my pocket knife.
Indeed. You've been inconvenienced. Fuck you. Um,
My entirely replaceable and first time to be used pocket knife, whatever shall I do?
indeed. Anything else?
I'll give a bardic to Fair Duel. Yeah, Fair Duel. That's my turn.
Okay.
All right, DM2. The Black Pudding. Well, Interven is tasty. He wants to eat Interven. Does a 12 hit you, Interven?
No.
Indeed. Interven.
Well, hold on. I'm checking on Fire Shield. Is it a... it has actually hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Just double checking. How rough is the black pudding looking?
Injured.
All right. I blast it with the water jet. I'm guessing an 18 hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Takes 15 points of bludgeoning damage. And strength save or fall prone.
It can't be prone.
Okay. Is it still up?
Yes.
Shotgun.
Those all hit. They all take some damage. And they scramble this thing good and proper. As the remaining, mostly liquid slop just slips between the roots and splashes into the water.
Be dead, huh?
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
Father Sam.
How many's left?
Two yellow jellies. Sorry. Two yellow jellies attacking Torgesh. A big gray one attacking Anya and Faradul, and I suppose also Rurik. And an incredibly deflated gelatinous cube, which has been just moments ago deflated by
I'm gonna blast the one
Rook.
that's fucking with Rurik and him. Yes. Yes. I am going to blast it. Guiding bolt. Because my weapon don't work. My weapon is broken. So I have to shoot it without my weapon.
Okay.
I'm going to blast it with radiant damage from a guiding bolt. Does that heat?
Yes.
That heats. Okay. Is the one that's the one that's fighting Rurik and Sleuth? Is it bloodied or not bloodied?
Not bloodied.
$15 points of radiant damage. And the next target has advantage to hit it. The next person.
Sorry. Which is the one that you hit again?
The one that's fighting Rurik and Sleuth.
Okay.
Rurik and Sleuth are fighting one.
All right. Gotcha.
Yes. That's it.
All right. Puts you near the cube. Do you want to stay here near the cube, or do you want to back off?
I'm gonna back off a little bit.
Okay.
I don't want to be next to the cube. Any of the cubes.
All right. Sam, DM3. Well, the cube. Rourke. He hung ye. He moved to eat you.
Okay.
Deck save.
I disagree.
Yeah, you just sidestep it again.
I mean, if he's gonna keep this up, I'm gonna do my ultimate for him.
What, are you gonna do like 57 attacks on it?
No, I'm gonna cast haste on myself, so then I'll have advantage on the dex, and then I'll have 3 attacks a turn.
All right. DM1. The vines. The vines attack you. Actually. You know what? The vines are gonna switch it up. The vines are gonna go for Anya and Rourke. 13 on Anya, natural 20 on Rourke.
Are the finds in Spirit Guardians?
They would have entered it to grab you.
Wonderful. 13. Well, shit, that does hit on you.
Huh.
Yeah, bards don't get a lot of armor to protect.
Well, it got a 15 on its wisdom save against your divine lawnmower.
That does fail. For 21 radiant.
um yeah, so it goes to grab you and it kind of wraps around you as the radiant damage just burns it to pieces. Very nice.
Nice.
Natural 20 on Sinclair. Rourke. Natural 20 on Rourke.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything within 5 feet of me?
Let's see, 15 points of bludgeoning damage as you're grappled and restrained. It begins producing the milky white sap. What's up?
No, nothing.
Is there nothing within 5 feet? Yeah, there's a cube. There's the big gray one. Wow, what's up?
Would the cube provide me cover as it's coming down?
No.
Just wondered.
Bum 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 bum. Cover on a nat 20.
Well, no, it does actually matter. Doesn't matter about the natural 20. I have misdirect.
I'm not familiar.
It's a mastermind.
Ah. I gotcha.
It doesn't specifically word that it has to be a ranged attack, but for the fact that cover matters, it kind of leans into it being a ranged attack.
Yeah, because you can't really get cover from melee, barring really particular circumstances.
A gelatinous cube and a vine attacking from above.
If you were in the cube,
In the gelatinous
sure.
cube. I willingly dive into it. No.
Alrighty, that's this
Figured
little
I'd
guy.
ask.
DM1, DM5. Well, these little guys are gonna try to eat. Ugh, sorry, Torgesh. How about a nat 1? Does that hit you, Torgesh?
Almost, but not quite.
Indeed. All right. Farador.
How far away is the nearest soon to be dead slime thing? Gilbert.
Well, there's the other vines, one of which has grabbed Rourke, and then there's a deflated gelatinous cube, and then there is a gray ooze.
Let's finish off the deflated gelatinous cube. How far away is that?
Like 15 feet down.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure I can reach it. Is all.
Yeah, those all hit.
Is it resistant to the lightning?
No.
Oh, Gilbert, what type of damage was that against me from the vine? Sorry.
Bludgeoning.
Okay.
Yeah. Splash, 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 like a child playing in a puddle. The gelatinous cube is dead.
Excellent. I end my turn very happy.
Alrighty. Torgesh. Torgesh. Thomas.
Right. Yeah. Totally Torgash, right. Yep. So I curse the one in front of me. Have my minion help me attack it and slash at it.
Kills.
All right. My curse moves to the enemy closest to me, and I move to them.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Alrighty. Rourke. At the start of your turn, depoison. Depoison gets you.
Half of it does.
You can just wait. You can uncanny dodge that.
No, I'm a hill dwarf.
Ah, okay. I was like, wait, what? Even his cells are dexterous.
I mean, does it count as an attack?
No.
Then
It
I
just
can't
happens.
uncanny dodge it.
That's why I was confused, man.
The dwarf just starts like spin cycling inside the cube, making like a little bubble of space.
All right. Your move.
Uh-huh. Well, with my action, I cast haste on myself. Then I attack the vines.
Well, you're restrained, so it's a disadvantage. That's 2 hits.
I was just making sure it said KL.
Yep. You take your blades, make a little bit of garden clippers, and you just clip the vine. It is dead. You are no longer grappled and restrained.
All right. Now you have to worry.
I'm the DM. I'm never worried.
You should start. All right, that's it for me.
All right. DM the fourth. The big boy. Well, gargantuan gray ooze is going to move back up and attack Faradul.
Okay.
Spirit Guardians.
Oh, yes.
Six Radiant.
And it goes to get you, Faradul. It goes to get you good. It
Oh my.
goes to get you with the pseudopods. Die, Faradul. Does 19 hit you?
19 is my armor class.
Okay. Well, now that it's big, it hits you with a big pseudopod, which does big damage.
Big damage.
41 points of acid.
That is a lot of damage.
Additionally, any armor that you're wearing is partly corroded and takes a permanent -1 penalty to armor class.
Well, that's annoying.
So your armor class, I'm guessing, is 18 now?
Yeah, that do be how math works.
And it would have really sucked if it rolled a 19 and an 18. All right.
Actually, wait a minute. I'm not actually wearing any armor. I forgot. I have bracers of defense, so haha, my armor class stays the same.
Gets hit a couple times. Oh god, no, my armor. Pats himself. Oh right, I don't wear armor.
I thought for a second I was wearing half plate for some reason, but no, that changed. So haha.
Nah, I'm wearing half plate.
Oh, so I should be attacking you. All right, goofing around aside. That's the little fucker on you.
Is Mr. Rurik in melee with anyone?
Yes, the gray one.
Is there someone else in melee with the gray one?
The almond farmer.
Perfect. Distant whispers. What's this guy's with save -2?
Gilbert, you forgot something.
If he could do that without the lack of D, that would pass. But that's the only thing that'll pass for him. 14 psychic, reaction to move away, and opportunity attacks, and I'll let them sort that out.
Opportunity attacks from Faradul and Rick. That's a hit. Rick, give me that opportunity attack. Faradul, give me that opportunity attack. Rick, you already got yours.
I'll take another one.
Aha.
All right, you want the damage now?
E.
Magical slashing.
Indeed, you guys start pounding it. You start pounding this gray jelly with your weapons, inflicting damage on this poor creature. Truly, you guys are the worst. Anything else on you?
You're just now figuring this out? No, that's it.
Well, DM2 is dead. Intervene.
So, what's still alive, enemy-wise?
The big gray one.
Alright, I give it a hosing down. Uh, 26 points magical bludgeoning, strength save or fall prone.
It can't be prone.
Which is just a right shame. And then the shotgun goes over there and delivers their attacks.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, those all hit.
Total of 59 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well, that's bad. It's bloodied.
Okay. That's it.
Sam.
I am going to blast it. The big gray one. The only one that's left.
Mm-hmm. Bold. Let's see how that plays. A 9.
I don't think I hit it.
Hold on. You successfully hit the broadside of the barn.
I mean, really?
Really? Armor class 8.
Hold on. $17 points of radiant damage.
That's bad. Also, give me your slashing, because this one's not immune to it.
I shot a blast at it. I didn't hit it with my weapon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Blasted it with guiding bolt. Yeah.
Right.
You blasted it with guiding bolt.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely highlighted for getting shot. DM3 is dead. DM1 is dead. DM5 is dead. Faradul, advantage on your first attack against it.
Oh, yes. That looks like 3 hits to me, Chief.
That do be looking like 3 hits.
Indeed. Is it resistant or immune to lightning? Yes. Excellent. Die.
It dies.
Haha. I celebrate in the muck. It's a good day. That's it.
And with that, you guys are out of initiative. The vines and the oozes lie dead at your feet. What are you guys doing?
Oh, you know.
Hey, Ani, you've got that flying mount, right?
Yes.
Why don't you pop your head up there, reorient ourselves, because we probably got all mixed up during the combat for that clearing with the ruin and the tree, and let's get going.
All right. Yeah, I can double check just to make sure we're still on course.
Yeah, you're still on course. Looks like the place you're going is about a mile away.
Yeah. All right. Still a mile out.
Let's go.
All right. You guys walk across these kind of interconnecting routes in this swamp, and you make it to the edge of a clearing. You can see a series of moss and dung covered rocks, about 10 feet wide each, sort of hopscotching their way across this muddy clearing up to the rocks and ruins that this big tree is growing out of. It's rather sheer escarpment. This twisting, gnarled tree having a large opening kind of in the middle where the ruins meet the trunk. And I think we're going to call things there for the night.
All right.
Indeed.